There is one and one reason only for Grant to have hid the children and their mother, hid them away in a hotel each time that he knew a criminal investigation was underway and that he would be having a home visit by the police and by investigators. He intentionally did not want the children to be spoken to or interviewed. He knew that Logan was, of course, being compensated in some way for perpetuating his crimes and fraud and lies. He was probably nervous that he could not control her statements, and if there is any abuse occurring between the two of them, if she would be able to be brave enough to speak on it. But he was more nervous and more willing to expose himself for marriage fraud by making these lies, these inconsistent statements, these denial of his wife. He was more inclined to do any of this for one reason only, which is to make sure that the other children who he had just hired to move into his home were not allowed to be spoken to and interviewed and asked if anything was happening to them that was similar to what was happening to my child. I believe that these two children that were moved into his home via their mother and his scheme, unexpectedly and truly disturbing their world, had no idea that the man that they're about to move in with, this total stranger, is capable of sneaking into their bed at night. I know they would have been able to express to the investigators and to the police that they were just forced to move in with a total stranger and they're not certain of his role in their life, but they do know that they just met him and he is now forcing himself into bed with them and my daughter. A grown man, a 40-year-old man, should not be sleeping with a stranger's children. I don't understand.